You ever been watching a 90s anime and there's something about the animation that really resonates with you? And there's this feeling that modern anime can't compete with. Not that it's bad, but that it's just different. That's what I want to explore in this video today. Why we love the 90s anime aesthetic and everything that comes with it. So the reason why I wanted to make this video is because one day I was watching Akira and it was the scene where they was in the city, and for some reason as I'm watching the movie you kind of forget that all of this was hand drawn, that they didn't have no CGI to help them out. This isn't me saying that CGI takes less work, but that it's different forms of work. But anyway, I'm watching the movie and we all know the moment where Akira slides on his bike, and it just got me wondering, why do we love the 90s aesthetic so much? And why is it so appealing even in nowadays where we have animation above this? I think a large part of why we love the aesthetic of 90s anime is because it comes with huge nostalgia for some people. Now, even though I wasn't born in the 90s, I do get nostalgic about this type of animation. And I think this thing of being fond of things of the past doesn't apply to only anime, but it applies to things like music, painting and movies. All these art forms have nostalgic elements to them now. I know you man have seen them edits of Dragon Ball Z Super being redrawn to look like Dragon Ball Z like it was in the 90s, and I think that's a big indicator of people loving that art style. Also, some of the most iconic anime of all time was made during that era. Things like Spirited Away, Cowboy Bebop, Akira, Evangelion and many more that I'm probably forgetting. Let me know in the comments. Bro, people love this art style so much that they have AI replicating it, which is another video for another time, but I think it helps proving my point. I would say another thing that makes it appealing is the imperfections in the animation. The hand-drawn imperfections in 90s anime is often seen as charming because of the challenges that would arise from traditional cell animation process and the inherent challenges of hand drawing. These challenges would then result in sometimes the characters not looking consistent across all shots of the movie. If you don't know what cell animation is, in the early days of anime, cell animation was where characters were drawn on a transparent sheet, cells, and placed over a painted background. This wasn't always perfect. This process could lead to slight misalignment of the cells and could make the characters different frame by frame. But that's why we love it, because of its imperfections. And also, I feel like in the 90s, anime prioritised storytelling and character development over perfectly polished visuals. I think an example I can give is when Sukuna is fighting Mahoraga in Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2. The fight is good, but it gets to a point where they're doing too much and you can't tell what's happening. And obviously this is not me coming after the animators, because they worked the hardest and it shows. But I feel like in the 90s, the animation took time. It let you appreciate what you were seeing. It wasn't just a bunch of cuts. With how modern anime is made, it's more digital than it is hand drawn, which is not a bad thing, but there's a certain level of charm that gets lost with it. This then goes into character design. Many 90s anime feature memorable character designs with distinct features, such as large expressive eyes that have become a hallmark of the era. Not to mention hairstyles. There's a reason why Goku's Super Saiyan form is so iconic to this day. One of the reasons is because the animation did such a good job expressing it, how it flows when it's powering up or de-powering down. I also think another reason why people love the aesthetic is because of the backgrounds play a huge part in the animation. Without having beautiful backgrounds to look at while the animation is running, you'll be left with no vibrancy in the scene. I think the king of this is Studio Ghibli. You could take any shot of a Studio Ghibli movie and set it as your wallpaper. That's how good their backgrounds are and the animation is in general. And it's sad that this AI thing is trying to replicate their style without any of the passion or any of the hard work that they have put in. FAI, I swear, I hate it so much. Speaking of Studio Ghibli, they are probably one of the main reasons why this 90s aesthetic of anime is so loved. You can name a whole bunch of their movies being so influential to just animation period. Let me name you just some of the bangers that they've made. Spirited Away, Grave of the Fireflies, My Neighbor Totoro, Ponyo, Kiki's Delivery Service, and there's many more. I feel like instead of people doing the AI thing, maybe they should just learn how to draw like them and get inspired. But anyway, back to the topic. I also think that stories and themes were a big part in the 90s, and that story really determined how popular the anime was going to be. I feel like in the 90s they had more experimental plots that covered mature topics, such as Evangelion and Ghost in the Shell. Having all of these series and movies cover deep topics let audiences know that anime could do a vast array of things, and it made the aesthetic more appealing because of that. In conclusion, we all love the 90s anime aesthetic, and it may vary from person to person, but I think we all love it because it brings us back to a simpler time, and we all can appreciate the hard work that goes into it. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.